We must have seen, heard, and searched for this term many times. Conversations around privilege are often tricky, and the term and its concepts are often misunderstood. There are a million questions that come up. What is privilege? How do you acknowledge your privilege, and why is it so important? In this FII Explains video, we break it down for you. In simple terms, privilege is the unearned advantage one gets from being part of a dominant group whose needs have historically and traditionally been prioritized. It refers to certain advantages, benefits, or power that an individual has by virtue of belonging to certain groups. One can experience privilege because of their gender, class, caste, religion, ability, sexual orientation, body image, skin color, among others. Now let us take a close look at some of the most common types of privilege that exist in our society. The first one that we are looking at is class privilege. Class privilege refers to the advantage that an individual enjoys as a result of their socio-economic standing. This may include access to resources, power, and opportunities within a system. Access to these helps define an individual's identity in society, and those enjoying class privilege have greater access to better income, occupation, and education. Next, we come to caste privilege. Caste privilege is the advantage that one enjoys as a result of their historically dominant caste position in society. One of the most significant displays of caste privilege comes with the fact that it provides an individual the opportunity to unsee caste and with it also their own caste advantage. One's caste identity plays a huge role in their access to resources such as education, power, networking, and job opportunities. Caste privilege seeps quite smoothly into everyday workings, politics, and violence perpetrated against those belonging to the marginalized caste identities. Privilege based on gender and sexual orientation. Patriarchy as a social system is designed in a way that men hold the power and women and other gender minorities are excluded from it. Gender privilege is a system of advantages that are available to men, especially cis heterosexual men, solely on the basis of their gender identity. These encompass equal pay, access to hiring and certain jobs, access to education, and quite often even the right to life. Similarly, the heteropatriarchal society benefits those who identify as straight heterosexual individuals. Others are at a disadvantage not only in accessing basic resources but also fear a loss of their respect and reputation and often live with a threat to their life. Privilege and intersectional identities. Many people experience a combination and intersection of different privileges and disadvantages. An individual's intersecting identities thus play a key role in the way their experiences are shaped. For example, upper caste women have privilege because of their caste but are at a disadvantage because of their gender. Following the same way, a cis heterosexual woman will be in a privileged position as compared to a trans woman. It therefore becomes extremely important to acknowledge and understand intersecting identities while talking about privilege. Privilege is structural and systemic. Acknowledging one's privilege can be uncomfortable, but it is also crucial in order to understand the experiences of those that do not enjoy the same. One can also push back on the privilege by challenging those systems that accord the privilege. Speaking to members of one's own social group to do the same is also extremely important. The most important, however, is to be a good ally and learn to listen. Make sure that your voice is not at a center stage and is drowning out the voices of the marginalized and those affected. As a privileged individual, it is important that you take a back seat and pass the mic. Let us know in the comments below of instances when you acknowledged your privilege or used it to help a marginalized person.